And welcome to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar, and I'm so excited about my show today. I've got an excellent guest. His name is Oginga Carr. Oginga Carr is a certified high-performance coach by one of the most highly recognized organizations in that industry. He and I have done a number of things together over the last several years, and I'm so grateful to have him on the show. He's been a friend, a coach. We've actually collaborated on several different conferences around the country, and it's always a blast. It's always a pleasure and a real honor to be with Oginga Carr on the air again.
Thank you so much, Pat. You know that I love to get the opportunity, and I thank you just for the opportunity to be here and to get a chance to share with you and share with your audience the tremendous things you're doing here with the Business Spotlight.
Well, thanks. It's always fun. I love the fact that you have been all over the country. You have touched, I guess, is it still 49 states?
49 states, 49 states,
49
countries.
States, a couple of countries. Been to Virgin Islands and That's an inside joke, folks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Anywho, the point is that you've done so many things. Now you are working with clients around the country.
Yes.
You are helping them to create what in their life?
So for me, it is all about helping business owners be able to figure out how they can have more fun and make more money in their business. That's really where my focus is. And that's because I came from an athletic background, as you know. And so I played football, basketball, and baseball. And I realized really quickly in my life that the only way for me to succeed in what it was that I was doing was to have a coach. That was really it. And so coaches guided me through that. And so when I left corporate America now, 13 years ago, and started my own business, I didn't have any fun. And it was really difficult for me to make money as well, too. And I fell back into the realization that I needed to be able to have a coach and to be able to have someone have those outside eyes to see into what it was I did.
Right.
Because most of us, what happens, Pat, is that most of us are really good at whatever our services that we provide.
Right.
We're really good at that tool, but we're really terrible at business.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went through that entire bump in my head and not being able to get the things done. And I started getting some help. Mm-hmm. And I started seeing that there's a lot of people who need help out here.
Right.
And so that's been a wonderful experience to get a chance to coach and to be able to help people.
You know, one of the things that I'd be curious about, because there are lots of people out there that call themselves coach. But what do you think differentiates you and even the certifications that you have from the other people?
Absolutely. Well, certifications are great. They are. But what really happens is that unfortunately in our society, coach and consultant is kind of, the water is really muddied because many times it's just another word or another term for being unemployed.
Right.
Honestly, that's what it is. And so what differentiates me is that we work on results. When I was in corporate America, I was sad about not being in a meritocracy where if I was ever in a position where it didn't matter what I did and then we all got the same thing, I never liked that. That was terrible for me. So I wanted to be able to work with people and produce results. So as a coach, we have to have multi-tiered levels of being able to help people. So I can help people whether it's with a free tool. I can help someone whether it's with a small online course. We can do a deeper online course and then some group coaching as well with it, and then some one-to-one coaching as well. So by having that multi-level tier that's there, I'm able to reach out to more people and allows for me to be using my energies in the best way possible in order to be able to help people grow.
Excellent. So you're generating the results for your clients, which is awesome. One of the things I'd love for you to do is tell the person that is really looking for you. Tell them what you believe that you could help them through. What is the pain that they're feeling now that you could help them through? And I really encourage you to speak to them directly.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, when I think of the pain and the issue as far as that people are going through, there's so many of us that are struggling with how to be able to make your business functional and be able to make money in your business and to be able to where it doesn't become where it's all encompassing in your life. And many times when we start a business, our families suffer, our relationships suffer, and we suffer ourselves in mental health and in physical health because that stress works on us. And I recognize that so many of us really just want to be able to put our kids in good schools. We just want to be able to take our family on great vacations. We just want to be able to have fun in the work that we do and be able to help the world. So when I am working with someone, we figure out how it is that we can do that together and to be able to create it. So I invite you, go by my website at ogingacarr.com and take a look. And we give away some free tools. Let's figure out how we can help you.
Thank you so much, Oginga. As we go to break here, we've got some other segments in the show today. I encourage you folks to really check in with this and connect to Oginga. Listen to what's coming too, because there's some new projects that he's going to do. And I will tell you, this is the Business Spotlight. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. Today, my guest is Oginga Carr, certified high performance coach, touching the nation. In the last segment, we talked about him and what he's been doing. This segment, one of the things that we want to get into is a new project that he's rolling out that I'm excited to introduce and to be a part of. So, Oginga, tell us about this new venture.
One thing that changed my business life was writing a book, the first of my 3 books. And it allowed for people to be able to connect with me in a different way. And so I still have people that come up and talk to me about things that were in that book. And so what we have to do in our businesses is that we have to claim our expert space.
Right.
That's one of the big things. And so writing a book is one of the best ways to claim your expert space, because what happens is that people get to take you home at night. They read you. They read it on their Kindle or in their book, or in your case, they read it in 30 seconds because you're a speed reader along with the things that you do, right? So you have it all and have it completely done, right? But no matter how much time they spend with you, it's time that's put together, and it's great for us to be able to use. And so I wanted to make it easy because for 2020, there's been so many people who say they want to write a book. I ask on my social media, I talk to people in my tribe. They're all saying, I want to be able to write a book, but they feel like it's so difficult and so hard.
Right.
So what we wanted to do is to be able to create an opportunity for someone to be able to have a book that's published the right way, that has a marketing plan that goes along with it, to be able to tie it along with great international bestsellers, as well as terrific international trainers as well too, so that you'll have a tie-in with it, and for them to be able to use it to expand their expert authority, as well as to be able to make some money. Because for me, it's always important to be able to figure out how someone can create revenue from it. So we created this project. It's called the Success Recipe: Dream, Believe, Work, Achieve, Repeat. So that is our success recipe that we created. And what I'm looking for is for great business people, or even someone who's just trying to figure out different things about their life, to be able to share experiences about success and leadership. How is it that you can be successful? What is it that taught you about success? What is it that you've been taught about leadership? How did those lessons affect your life? You get an opportunity to apply, and if you're accepted, you will have a chapter in this book.
Nice.
And then you'll have a chapter in the book, And on top of that, you'll be able to have your own book signing and be able to create your own revenue from that. We don't touch any of the revenue from those things. And so now you have an opportunity to be able to have a new book out here in the first quarter of 2020.
Right.
So we're talking about a speed process. We're going to teach you how to be able to get it done quickly, how to be able to get it done and get it edited in the right way. And these will be things that we'll get a chance to use and to know that you can take and use for your next project.
Right.
Your next project. That's what it's about for me. I'm always about how is it that I can be able to help you do something that extends on and extends to do so. So yes.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is that so many people get a book and they go, woo, and nothing's ever done with it. The average book sells like 600 copies or less, but you're thinking forward and saying, we're going to help you create a marketing plan and a tool and a system to not only, get it out there, to get it some notoriety, but then how to use it to generate more revenue in their business, whether they're a chiropractor or a dentist or a business owner or a consultant. Having a book that's theirs it can make so much difference for their own notoriety and their own benefits. So I'm so excited for that. I know that there are, folks, there are a lot of people out there that do this kind of thing, but the thing that I was excited with Oginga talking about it is that he has the tools, he has the systems. He's always been a systems guy. It's not the, what do you say? It's not the what, it's not the why, it's
not about your what or your why, it's about your how.
Right.
And that's what it really is. And so for me, it's about how do we create that and how do we do that? And understand this, people buy from experts. So if you're a dentist and you have a book about how you became successful or what success means to you or leadership as it relates to that, and you have that in your lobby of your practice, people are like, wow, this is a book that my dentist is in. This person is an expert. I want to be able to share that. Understand this, Pat. Good products and books teach you something. There's a lot that don't teach you anything, but they teach you something that's great. Great books and products transform lives. But we want to do something even higher than that. We want to transcend time. And so by being able to transcend time, that puts you in a level of books like The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which was written in 1988, but people still reference. This is what we want as a coffee table book that people will really love and have.
Yeah, one of the things that I love about it, there's my term for what you're doing is asking people to bring to the forefront their 9-pound pearls, things that they paid more than you could ever imagine for. Many of you have lessons that you paid more than you wouldn't want your enemies to go through. And you have created this tremendous success for yourself. You've created some great results where every time you share these ideas and someone picks it up, it changes their life. Chains snap off. And how do they get a hold of that real quick? I got just a little bit.
Absolutely. You're going to go to successbook2020.com, and that's where you'll go and apply. My team will work with you, and we will figure out how you fit the best in this project. And so we're looking forward to working with tons of authors and experts.
Yeah. And I'm so excited for not only you and the things you're doing, Oginga, is that you're able to create a tool that can help you be more successful, help you have more influence, have you a greater impact. And that's what the Business Spotlight is all about, is helping you get to where you want to go. This is the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. I'm so excited you're watching. Hang on, there's more to come right after we come back from this break. Thanks so much. And welcome back to the Business Spotlight. This is Pat Dewar. My show today is excellent. We just actually upgraded it a little further. Last time we had Oginga Carr on the show, and so excited about the things that he's been doing in his coaching, his book that he's introducing, and you really want to look at that and see if that would be something you want to be a part of. But on this one, we wanted to get into his coaching and many of the results that people have had in working with you, and brought on Daryl Dandridge here to be a part of that, and I'm so excited about that. So Oginga, where do you want to go from on this one?
Well, I want to bring Daryl on with me because so many times people will talk about what it is that they do, and I'm uncomfortable really trying to brag about any of the different things that we've been able to do. But we've been able to work with Daryl, and he's just an amazing person, and he's been able to go to the top level of his network marketing company and really has just been terrific as far as being in our coaching program and what it is that he does. And so I just wanted to give him an opportunity to be able to share some things that he's learned from our processes and what it is that we've done from a coaching process. And he's also involved with the book project as well too.
Yeah,
so I'd love for him just to be able to share. I mean, I love to be able to share the spotlight with my coaching clients. I think that they are amazing in what it is they do.
So what are some of the things, the results that you've been able to receive? I know, I've worked with Oginga in the past. I've seen some amazing results. Well, what are some of the things that you've been able to glean through the years with working with Oginga and results that you've been able to produce?
Okay. All right, great question. Thank you. I guess the first thing, I used to think about that it was the money that I've made, but the personal development has been phenomenal because he's certainly a great person, and I always tell the story about, and I shouldn't tell it now, and that is the very first coaching session that we had. He made this 265-pound, 6'2" man cry.
Nice.
But what it did, it really allowed me to open up and become free,
right,
to bring in what I really need to bring in. And so like that right there has really been a great advantage to me and allowed me to be able to be myself. But certainly then from the financial standpoint, my income has actually tripled, from what it was. And like I said, I wasn't doing too shabby. And so like now as a result of that is really great. I'm able to do things with my family and for my family. And I really love that, because it really, I guess bottom line is giving me freedom.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I've always said about Oginga is that his empathy and his encouragement is something that actually has a power to literally reach in and shift people's lives in a major way. I saw it in my life. I've seen it in yours as well, Daryl. What are some of the things that you would say have been some of your biggest breakthroughs in working with Oginga during this time period?
Oh, wait, great question. Well, again, going back to that where I was able to open up, because I've always been pretty guarded. Most people, like I said, I'm open, but I've been pretty guarded about what's taking place. But with me being now more open, I can now see into the lives of other people, their struggles and different things like that. And he's helped my coaching where I'm able to help people become and be set free, from what it is that they need to do, and they can have that freedom, which everybody's ultimately wanting to get to. And so I'm excited about that. Even as far as my marriage is concerned.
Oh, yeah.
It's been phenomenal with that and, my children. And so my breakthrough is that I have that freedom and to be able to do the things that I really have been put in this earth to do.
Right.
I would say that. And so it's been amazing. Then as far as my finances, again, just going back to that, because money is not really a big issue with me. I like money. I don't love it, but I like the money. But the thing about it is what I ultimately and what everybody really is trying to go after is that freedom.
That's good. What are some of the keys to your coaching with Daryl along the way?
The biggest thing is that we want to develop 3 C's in our life, and that is clarity. We want to be clear about the direction. And so with Daryl, we were able to really be able to figure out clearly what it was that he wanted to accomplish, not just financially, but also to be able to figure out what he wanted to be able to get done in his life and to be able to the effect he wants to be able to leave on the world. It's about leaving legacies is what it is that we want to create. That's what it is I help my clients do. And then we want to figure out the content of what it was that he needed to do. So now we know, okay, clearly this is where we want to go. Is it something you can do? Is it something that you can learn? or is it something that you need to delegate? And so to be able to figure that out and figure those things. And then finally, it's about developing consistency. If we can develop great habits and consistency, and we work on that, and we all work on that, and being a coach helps me be better at that, because helping other people do that is better for me in order to do it. And so to develop that consistency, to be able to develop those 3 C's, allows you to be able to move to that next level and be able to get those things done.
That's really awesome. Just really quickly, what would you say to someone that is feels like Daryl's kind of like them? What would you say to do right away with you?
The first thing I would tell you to do is to get started. That's it. Whatever step that you take each day is a step closer to your goal. That's cliche, but get started. Get started, move forward, figure out how it is that you want to go, and get some help. Even if it's not for me, get some help. I'm not for everyone, but if I am, you can go to ogingacarr.com and hit one of our downloads and be able to look at our information and see how is it that we help people and how do we make things happen and get things done.
That is awesome. I'm so excited. Daryl, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oginga, it's always a pleasure to work with you in these areas. I love what you're doing. I love what you're creating. And folks, I encourage you, get a hold of Oginga at ogingacarr.com and just get some of his time. One of the things that I found when I was working with him, I do a lot of speaking around the country, and just a couple of different ideas were the things that shifted my productivity, my performance in some ways that are really amazing. So with that, I just encourage you, connect with Oginga. Thank you, Daryl. And we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Thanks again. And welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewart. So excited to have you on the show today. My guest today is Oginga Carr. We've been talking about your coaching. We've been talking about your new book project. Had Daryl in here talking about some of the results that he's been able to receive from working with you. In this segment, we want to talk about IDIA. What does that stand for?
That stands for I Dream, I Achieve. It is our trademark program that we run, I Dream, I Achieve Live. We have the I Dream, I Achieve Academy that we have as well. But this is a program that we run, and it is all about achieving your dreams. We put it on Spring Forward Weekend every year. And so because we're going to help you spring forward in your business and in your life. So I love talking about IDIA.
So what's the origin story of IDIA? What's the real result that people should walk away with? And I really want to know who should attend.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, it's all about really business owners and entrepreneurs who want to expand their business more. This year, it is all about how it is that we create more revenue. So it's about how can I create more revenue in my business? So if it's through creating the correct sales funnel, if it is through increasing your expert space, whatever those different ways, we want to be able to help people, because I'm about ending small business failure. That's for me. I hate to see businesses fail. Unfortunately, Pat, there was a guy that's a good friend of mine, and he opened up a seafood restaurant back in my hometown, and the seafood was great, and people said it was wonderful, and they're out of business. And it's because they were really good at cooking seafood,
right,
but not awesome at business. And so how do we make sure that we have a marketing plan? Because most business owners, they think marketing is an afterthought. They're like,
right.
Oh, all my friends and family will buy from me.
Yeah, most people hate it.
Exactly. They hate it. They hate selling. And selling, there's nothing wrong with selling. Sales is life.
Right.
It's about, if you're gonna be able to, that's the reason why you can attend this event. If you are a parent that's trying to figure out how to be able to better connect with your kids, because it's still selling. If you're trying to figure out how to be able to date better, It's still selling. All of it is completely, this is all sales that we're talking about here. Sales language is everywhere. And so it's about how it is that we create influence.
Right. That's where I would expect. I mean, sales is service, and you're just trying to find ways to have greater influence. And so you're talking about a weekend that's dedicated to persuasion.
Absolutely.
And telling your story in a way that really taps into their pain. So with that in mind, what are the pains that people would be experiencing right now that are the people that should attend?
So the pains for the attendees, the people who need to be at this event, if you are starting off this year and you don't have an actual funnel of people who are waiting to buy from you in your business, that you haven't created a funnel of places of people in order for it to be able to buy.
So some sort of marketing plan that is an attractor factor, like some sort of suction
Absolutely.
Of new people.
Absolutely. Well, I call it an upside down triangle. Triangle is what it really is. And so what you do is you bring people into this funnel, because people use the word funnel, but they don't actually understand it.
Yeah.
Like it's like a buzzword. It's like, oh yeah, funnel. It's like, what are you talking about? So what we're talking about is being able to have people who are in different variations of levels in your place, to people who are already ready to buy, to people who might be ready to buy in a little bit, people who just started thinking about it, people who hadn't thought about you at all. They're all in a funnel. And if you're not looking and being able to plan, understand this: grocery stores, department stores, they don't work on Christmas in November. They work on Christmas in June or in May. So when you're in January, you should be looking at, what are we doing for 4th of July? Now, you have to have business that's going through that whole point, because that way we can make people be able to come through this funnel and to be able to buy from us. People should buy from you, and people buy from experts. And so what we have to do is to figure out how it is that we can influence our people, how it is that we can teach people how to think, how it is that we can role model the way. Can we role model what we're doing? Can other people see what it is that we have? How it is that we can challenge people to be able to get to their highest and best self and be able to get whatever, whether you're selling chicken nuggets or whether you're selling life, whatever it is, it's to our highest and best self and what it is, and people want to be attracted to it to get it.
Yeah, definitely. I know that when I look at now, IDIA is at what time? When is this?
It is March 5th through 7th in Memphis, Tennessee. You have to figure out a way to get to Memphis, Tennessee. And then what's even more amazing is that on March the 8th, this guy right here, who is an expert in helping people learn how to speak and helping people learn how to be able to communicate what they have and in communication styles, he and I are going to get together and we're going to teach a special speaker boot camp on Spring Forward Sunday. And so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. I'm always honored when I get a chance to have Pat on my stage, because he leaves the people so much better. And so I'm looking forward to the entire weekend and what we're creating.
Well, thank you. I'm really excited about that as well. Definitely people might be afraid of speaking, but what we do is we create something that will alleviate that, help you be more effective instantly. So I'm so excited about that. Looking forward to IDIA. It's IDIA Live. IDIAlive.com. Go register. Absolutely. Folks, this is a business spotlight. I love to bring on amazing influencers, people that have touched the nation and changed the lives of so many. It is such an honor to have Oginga Carr on the show again, and also to invite you to connect to him and to make sure you come to IDIA Live. And also, if you're someone who wants to be an author, make sure you connect to him on that as well. I'm Pat Dewar. This is the Business Spotlight. Folks, I encourage you, take action in all you do. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.